Today we're looking at the natal chart of T.O.P. or Top, aka Choi Seung Hyun, who played Thanos in Squid Game Season 2. He's always been an interesting character as a member of Big Bang, and his portrayal of Thanos in the show is especially eccentric. I'm curious to see what in his chart reflects this unique energy. Since his birth time is unknown, I'm using a sunrise chart calculated for 12 p.m. on November 4th, 1987 in Seoul, South Korea. Top has the Sun in Scorpio conjunct Pluto, a placement that speaks to an intensely emotional and transformative life path. Scorpio energy is deep, complex, and operates in emotional extremes, often experiencing cycles of destruction and renewal. His life revolves around evolving through profound and extreme emotional experiences. With Pluto's influence, themes of death and rebirth, both literal and metaphorical, are central to his life experiences. This can manifest as witnessing death, experiencing loss, and an ongoing struggle with personal transformation, where the self is constantly being torn down and rebuilt. Many with strong Scorpio or Pluto influences feel life's extremes more acutely, whether through internal struggles, emotional breakthroughs, or deep encounters with the darker side of human nature. Having witnessed or experienced life's harsher realities, he may carry emotional scars that shape his worldview. There's often a theme of resilience through suffering, navigating pain to find personal power. Pluto's conjunction to the Sun intensifies Scorpio's natural secrecy and introvertedness. What the world sees barely scratches the surface of what is going on internally. There's a strong need for privacy, and even when he does share parts of himself, there's always more left unsaid. His ego is particularly sensitive, not in a fragile way, but in a deeply self-attuned, self-protective way. This placement also hints at a magnetic yet enigmatic presence, making him someone people are drawn to but can never fully understand or get close to. The fact that his moon is in a fiery and assertive sign like Aries suggests that he really lives life on his own terms. His introvertedness doesn't come from a shyness or a timid nature. He's assertive, action-oriented, and energetic, traits not typically associated with introverts. Instead, his reserved nature stems from preferring solitude and privacy. Aries is like a trailblazer, independent, impulsive, and animated in expression. With the moon conjunct Jupiter, he's innately optimistic and confident. There is a natural ability to bounce back from setbacks and recover quickly from depression or negative experiences. This combination makes him generous, open-minded, and gives him a good sense of humor. While the Sun conjunct Pluto makes him take life seriously and personally, the moon-Jupiter influence helps him embrace spontaneity and enjoy life's pleasures. The overall sense of luck and happiness from this aspect counterbalances the intensity and brooding tendencies of Sun, Pluto, and Scorpio. Unfortunately, with debilitated Mars in Libra opposing his moon in Jupiter, he may take life and his streak of good fortune for granted. There can be a tendency towards superficiality or arrogance, especially with the moon and Jupiter in Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars, which means that Mars has direct command over the expression and functions of Moon and Jupiter. Mars in Libra struggles to assert itself effectively, leading to an imbalance in how Top channels his drive and ambition. Instead of exercising strength in a healthy, balanced, and productive way, a debilitated Mars influencing the Moon-Jupiter conjunction can lead to impulsivity, a lack of moderation, and a kind of reckless fearlessness that isn't always wise. He may fluctuate between indulgence and overexertion, spending periods indulging in life's pleasures, such as drinking, gambling, partying, or splurging on luxuries, only to swing to the other extreme by overworking and pushing himself. He is likely to hold strong beliefs and perspectives, particularly placing high importance on his freedom and personal independence. This aspect can create a push and pull between emotional generosity and the need to assert personal boundaries, reinforcing a tendency to keep others at arm's length. In addition, Mars plays a crucial role in relationships, especially for men, shaping how he asserts himself and engages with partners. A difficult aspect between Mars and the Moon, like this opposition, is especially challenging. It often signifies struggles in relationships with women, potentially drawing in individuals that are fiery, temperamental, or difficult in some way. While he naturally draws the attention of the woman he desires, he may have the tendency to approach relationships in a way that prioritize physical attraction and validation. His connection to romance can be strongly influenced by passion and a desire for admiration, which can sometimes overshadow deeper emotional connection and mutual respect in relationships. Tense Moon-Mars aspects often indicate conflict within the domestic sphere, leading to power struggles, emotional volatility, and frequent clashes of will. With Mars sextile Saturn, constraint, control, and structure shape his approach to both life and relationships. It suggests a measured and calculated way of asserting himself, though he can also create rigidity in expectations and expressing desires. Whether through adherence to traditional gender roles or a rigid perspective on love, this aspect often comes with self-imposed limitations. In an interview, he once mentioned preferring to maintain a certain level of distance and formality in romantic relationships, which aligns with the structured dynamic of his Mars-Saturn sextile. Saturn conjunct Uranus introduces unexpected twists to his structured nature, making him unpredictable at times. This aspect creates an internal push and pull between control and rebellion, causing him to oscillate between rigid adherence to rules and sudden unforeseen shifts in his approach. Strong-willed and independent, he experiences many ups and downs in both his romantic life and career, often navigating the tension between stability and change. With Mercury in Libra and Mercury in retrograde, he may struggle with feelings of intellectual inadequacy, occasionally doubting his own mind and ability to articulate or express himself. This placement can make him second-guess his ideas or hesitate to express himself with full conviction. With Mercury sextile Uranus, he has a sharp, unconventional mind. His thought process is quick, progressive, and enables him to perceive things from unique angles. He may often feel that he is different from others in the way he processes information and communicates. There is a sense of erratic mental energy, causing him to shift between structured reasoning and sudden bursts of seemingly random or off-topic ideas. His Venus in Sagittarius reflects a love style rooted in freedom and exploration. While his Scorpio Sun craves depth and meaningful connections, that intensity is often directed inward, a desire to merge with different aspects of himself rather than solely through relationships with others. In romantic connections, he values independence, space, and the ability to grow alongside his partner rather than being deeply entwined. Venus in Sagittarius expresses love with openness, curiosity, and a sense of adventure, seeking partners who encourage personal expansion and shared discovery. For him, love is less about emotional fusion and more about a journey of learning, experience, and philosophical connection. He approaches relationships with a broad, open-minded perspective, often drawn to those that challenge his intellect and worldview. Ultimately, Venus in Sagittarius thrives on excitement and exploration, preferring a connection that allows room for movement rather than one defined by constant closeness or attachment. That wraps up my analysis of Choi Seung Hyun's natal chart. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.